Alrighty, welcome to another episode of the Purely Talk podcast. And today I'm with my guy.
_ T Hills. Follow me for more life advice, people. Let's go.
We're missing one of the musketeers. My boy said he wasn't feeling too well, so we said stay home because we don't want whatever you got. Whatever you got, keep it to yourself. Yeah, we don't want COVID.
Shout out to Genesis, man. You super spreader. Hey. You super spreader. You got my boy Ken.
Shout out to you, man. Jen shared our post like one time, and the page got about 4 or 5 followers. I said, "Damn, that girl, she popular like that. We need her on the pod again, my boy.
Every show, Jen.
We need her on the pod again.
Might want to think about it, Jen.
I'm cricket.
Hey, Jen, you come in, you show a little skin, we might go viral.
You gonna get a little more.
Not your skin. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all see that?
No, hey,
wait a minute. We don't.
No, you're right.
We don't want we want her areola, not your areola.
No areolas.
We want Jen nipples.
No areolas.
Not Brian nipples.
No, stop. Behave, Ty. Behave.
Ken, we don't want your nipples neither, brother.
Behave, Ty. Jeez, I'm cricket.
Man, shout out to the Purely Talk podcast. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, YouTube D.H.E. Also, if you haven't, go subscribe to us on Instagram at Purely Talk Podcast.
Facts, yes, sir.
Get with us.
And if you haven't yet, you can also follow us on Apple or Spotify. I think iHeart does the following too, and anywhere you can listen to podcasts, man, go check us out and make sure you leave a good comment.
Yes. Put the teeth on that thing.
Hey, man, look, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw Twitter, and this dude had posted a question that said, "What is one thing that would make your life significantly better, but you can't do cash? It can't be money."
Oh.
So what would make your life better?
For me, more kids.
Better? More kids?
Yeah, more kids. Because I'm a legacy person. You know what I mean? I found my family's history. I traced it all the way back to where I know the slave master's last name. You know what I mean?
Really?
So legacy is a big thing to me. So just having a son, I guess like having maybe like 2 more sons and maybe another girl. You know what I mean? Just to, I guess, to round it off at 4 kids. Like, to me, that legacy is big.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think you was gonna say kids, but I like that.
All right, what you thinking?
Bro, honestly, it's crazy because I've been having this question in my docket, but I didn't even think of the answer for me because I'm always asking y'all the questions. For me,
for real.
I wonder if like being debt free is part of money.
I'd count it towards money.
Okay, so I can't use debt free.
Yeah. So like career.
Well, I want to say more time. I feel like I don't have enough time in the day,
right,
to do everything. I mean, and obviously you do have enough time in the day to do what you got to do, but I feel like I don't, right? Because as much time as so I work 12 hours, right? So that only leaves me with 12 hours left in the day.
Right.
When I get home, I might I gotta shower, I gotta eat, gotta spend time with the wife.
And you gotta do your music.
And I gotta do my music. Yeah. So then I'm right back to sleep to wake up again. I feel like more time for me.
So would you add like another hour to the day, another 2 hours? What would you say?
I probably do another, I think.
Instead of 24, it'd be what? Or would you add another day?
I do. Another day.
But then 4-day weekend or 4-day weeks.
4-day work week?
Yeah. You know they're thinking about that for real.
They are thinking about that for real. I was just about to say that. They are thinking about that for real. Do you think that's gonna make a difference in real world though? Switching, I'm sorry for switching something just because you said that. Because I feel like, you know how at one point, I think, don't quote me on this, at one point I think weekends was only Sunday. I could be tripping. But then they added Saturday to that. Because like even in the Bible, God rested on the 7th day, so it was just Sunday, right? Technically, let's just do hypothetically speaking, right?
Okay.
So it was just Sunday, right? So they was like, let's give them an extra day. That was Saturday. So now they got 2 days. So now if they add that 3rd day, I feel like we're never going to be satisfied. And we're always going to be like, well, let's do a 4-day weekend. And then a 5-day weekend.
Right, yeah.
It was only going to want to work 1 day a week.
Yeah, in a way. But to me, it's like, but the way I look at it is, if you had more of a 3-day weekend, you have more time for your craft, more time for your wife.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
I
and
agree
it's like,
with that.
It'll allow you to do more extracurricular, you know what I'm saying, extracurriculars. Or for some people, hell, get a decent second job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's the case for you.
Yeah.
Because you already know some people are going to take that, a 3-day work week, and I'm going to be off from this job, which might be a federal job or, or whatever with benefits. Mm-hmm. So you're off for the 3 days. And some people are like, I'm going to give me a little commercial job, or I'm going to go work Spark or Uber Eats or something. You know what I mean?
I will say that 3-day weekend definitely gives, for people that want to do stuff like that, but it definitely gives you that like option, like you said, to find something else, or to, in our case, invest more time in our hobbies or our extracurricular activities.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I agree, but I feel like, I don't know, bro. 3 days, I feel like people aren't going to use that to their advantage. I feel like people are going to just use that
to rest.
And I guess it's cool.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Guess it's cool. Yeah. Everybody got the choice. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because those same people who are arrested, they could be the same people consuming your product.
That's a fact, and I appreciate you. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, bro.
You're right.
I say if you haven't go on to the D.H.E. All streaming platforms. D.H.E. the artist, my boy, music artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
My favorite song, my favorite songs. You know what I'm saying? Last Dance is one of them, and Worse is another one.
Last Dance ain't out yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
By the way, I'm working on an EP right now, right?
Let's talk about that.
I'm working on an EP, dog, and I let my brother hear it about 3 days ago.
So hold on, when am I getting an exclusive?
Today.
Okay.
My boy said, well, you know what? I'm not going to say what he said. It was just all positive reviews, because I don't want to influence you. Right. I want you to, whenever you hear it for the first time, for you to have your own. But I will say it was all positive reviews, and I take his word very seriously when it comes to my music, because he's seen my growth from like high school freshman year trying to do this, and just the growth, right? And he's always told me I'm trash.
So he was
whenever I'm trash, he has no, like, he doesn't hold back. That boy would say, it's not it, my boy.
Ain't it, my boy.
Ain't it. And he will say it's trash. Like, stop, quit. The boy done told me a few times to give it up. Give it up. But so now that he heard this product that I've been working on for a little minute now, he was like, yeah. Because
you know how I feel about, you know how I feel about, you know what I'm saying, your music.
Yes,
and then like
I appreciate that.
There's certain projects, like I said, it's not projects, but there's certain songs, like they said, that just stick to me. Like, say, Worse. Y'all didn't hear Last Dance, but you will. Last Dance is another great song that you probably will end up hearing in the clubs. And Stay Down. Man, when I tell you, bro, when it comes down to this content game, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to always get the results you want. You may put out 3 videos, 7 videos a day. You might not even get a subscriber.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? But
that's a fact.
You go listen to that song and it tells you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to catch it while keeping my thoughts, but you know what I'm saying? You just got to stay down until you come up, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay true to what I do. I'm gonna stay true to my craft. I'm gonna stay true to how I'm working, and I'm gonna continue to work. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, like I said, what it says, stories being told by dreamers who can only be that. Whoa.
That boy quoted me.
Hey, look.
What?
If you've been listening to this pod, been trying to get that line for a minute, but yeah, that's some real stuff.
Stories being told
by dreamers who can only be that.
By dreamers who could only, you hear that, huh?
Whoa.
Do y'all understand what that means?
Talk to him, man.
You can only listen, or you can only follow people who've been through the path that you're trying to go down through, right? Because they have the experience to speak on it. Now, in life, you'll run into people who are only dreamers, right? Who are only like, I wish, and they still try to give you like advice on how to move or how to do, but you've never done this. So how can you tell me how to become what I want to become? Because I want my dream to be a reality. Your dream stayed a dream, and that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying it's not cool, because sometimes life happens to where you have to adjust. Like a lot of the older guys that I know, they're like, man, I had a kid early, right? And I got married, and so that became my life. I had no time for me. I had dreams, but I couldn't follow those because I had these responsibilities, right?
Right.
But then on that same note, they'll try to like deter you, because I know people like that. They'll try to deter you. They want it to be what I'm trying to become.
Right.
But since they never follow that, they'll tell you, no, you can't do it. No.
Right.
Don't, just because you didn't do it or didn't try to do it,
Right.
don't try to knock me.
And they try to tell you how tough it is, and this, but it's
yeah,
like,
bro. And you're right, it is tough.
yeah.
But guess what?
I'm gonna keep rocking.
I'm gonna keep rocking, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Again, the line for anybody, for the people in the front and the back and on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Stories being told by dreamers. So you was a dreamer who can only be that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You only stayed a dreamer. Yeah,
Yes.
that was it. Like that was the point. Like so no, I can't follow that. I can't
Right.
follow that.
You can only tell me attempts. You can't tell me how many times you did it and I didn't get results from this.
Right.
But I kept going. I kept going. Now I'm at this stage. You know what I mean? So to be where you at now, bro, like, man, look, I applaud you, bro. You know
No,
what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate it, bro. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of dedication. It's a lot of commitment to doing whatever it is man, it's a lot, bro. And that song, I have a lot of songs. Like my brother always says, like oftentimes I make songs with the same
With substance or
with the almost like a repetitive substance, like speaking on the same thing but different.
Right.
But because you can only write, I feel like I want to write from my experiences, right?
Right.
So I only want to write from a real perspective. So oftentimes, if I'm only speaking about staying down or like staying committed, because that's what I'm going through right now.
Right.
Like I'll sprinkle a song about success and here and there, but when I get
I
it,
don't mind.
right? You know what I'm saying? But overall, you got to speak from what comes from the heart. And I feel like I've been doing this for so long, like that's what flows out of me easier.
Right.
And I want to give people that are probably just starting or have been doing this long, but not as long as me, the heads up, like, bro, it gets hard. Like, that's the truth. It's hard, but you got to keep pushing.
Yes.
You got to keep going towards that direction of whatever you see your life becoming, because the saddest part is to only be a dreamer and then be 45 years old and you can still do it then, but I'm saying just being at an age where it's like you wish. Right. At least if you shoot your shot and attempt and try and actually give it your all and it doesn't happen, it just wasn't in the cards for you. But you can say you tried.
Right. But you can say, but just like any other thing, with repetition, you become better.
Facts.
So if you continue to practice, you like, okay, maybe I put it a little bit like this, or a little bit like that. Eventually, you're going to start hitting them shots.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So now that 1 becomes 2, that 2 becomes 10.
That's a fact.
Now you're looking at 30 subscribers and you're saying to yourself, man, I got me a little audience. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a fact.
And like, yeah, just like Charlamagne said, like, bro, you can have one person, but still, that one person is looking for you to entertain them in some kind of way, or do whatever you got to do to make them feel, whatever kind of feeling that they're looking for. You know what I mean? So just like, dog, don't just dream. Do it. Fail.
Into action.
Fail.
Yes.
Fail.
Yes.
Fail. And when I say fail, I mean like do it. Okay, I didn't get a view on it. All right, boom. Let me go back. Let me drop another one.
Right.
Let me keep going. Because eventually you go find yourself getting better, and you go find yourself cringing at old videos or old stuff. You gonna be like, man,
you ain't lying.
I got better.
That is a fact. And on that same note, sometimes, like we said, you keep trying and you keep trying and you keep trying and you keep trying and you keep building, right? But sometimes the path that you think you have to take might not be the path you end up on.
Talk about it.
So now I've been doing music now for 4 years. 4 years next month, right? Like seriously committed. This year, when we started this podcast, maybe 2 months ago, we started this podcast, and I would have never seen myself landing here. But like my music, it's almost like you can start doing something and you keep shooting your shot and it's not working out. Not to say music isn't working out. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah, because it's working.
It's definitely working. You can keep shooting your shot at something, right? And you're down this road. In your mind, you're stuck on, this is where I have to be. So I'm going to just keep going here. But as the road ends, you have to be humble enough and self-aware enough to understand when it's time to pivot. Not quit, but pivot. Because in some instances, maybe music might not be for you. But on that road to trying to become a musician, you found out that you're a better manager, or you're a better producer, or you're a better
cameraman.
engineer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to be open-minded to the idea of like, this is your plan A for sure, But whenever it's time to pivot, just be self-aware of your surroundings to know when it's like, all right, let me just move to the side. Let me see. Because this podcast thing, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. But I end up doing it. And now I really do enjoy doing it.
Yes.
And the road to creating music got me here. You know why? Because I was doing music. I was sharing my stuff consistently on Facebook. My partner at work, first Ty hit me on Facebook. And he was like, I want to do a podcast with your interview or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we did that interview. And then my friend was like, well, man, you should do a podcast. And Ty was also saying you should do a podcast. But like through me promoting my music, I was able to link up with him. We did his podcast or interview with him. And then he was like, do the podcast. We started doing the podcast. And it's like, I was like, I don't want to do it because it's too much work. Started doing it. I'm like, man, this isn't bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I started doing it. Now it's like, it's doing pretty good to say we only been doing this for 2 months.
Yes.
So it's like, always be self-aware enough to know when you have to pivot. Because sometimes the road that you think you have to go, God might have a completely different plan for you.
Yeah. And then also, I want to add to what you were saying also with that. Like he said, you may, like my boy, for example, right? He does music, right? But not only that, he doesn't allow himself to just sit there and allow someone else to record his music. You know what I'm saying? When he didn't know how to record, he figured out how to record. So that way he ain't got to go pay nobody. He invested it back into himself. That's another thing. Invest within yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's big.
So, and please, like, if anything, take your time, take your money, and just put it into whatever you need to make whatever you're doing better. Because this man learned how to edit audio himself, how to deal with mics himself. Look at how we set up.
Yep.
You feel what I mean? Look at how you're able to get clear audio, and look at how you're able to get the good, nice edited videos on TikTok. And you know what I'm saying? And you get a good solid foundation on the audio version of things on the streaming platforms.
Yeah.
That's because, you know what I mean? He does great music. He's going to continue to do music and do great music and continue to get greater. The thing is, you know what I'm saying? Man, look what else I learned while doing this. So now when he said take that pivot, now he's not only a recording artist, you feel what I'm saying? He's an editor.
Yeah.
He's a podcaster. Producer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not just, you know what I'm saying, not just one way, but more than one.
Facts.
Music, visual, audio. You know what I mean? So that's what he mean when he says pivot. People like, do not allow yourself, because people not viewing your stuff or you didn't get no subscribers, man, just keep going. I'm telling you, there's days I don't get nothing. And I say, you know what? I don't care. Somebody gonna get this work because I put this time in. You know what I mean?
And whenever I had went to the Invest Fest in Atlanta, they had some influencers there giving their tips on how to, like, different tips on how to post videos and different stuff like that. One of the guys said, it was like, because nowadays it's much easier to go viral, right? With the right content. Although a lot more negative stuff go viral over positive stuff.
Positive things,
but overall, the likelihood of you going viral is pretty good, especially on TikTok, right? But he was saying that it's not the amount of how can I put this? He said, it's not, quality helps. Don't get me wrong, quality helps, but it's not quality, it's more of quantity. Because he was saying that he noticed with his growth that it was after he made 1,000 posts or something like that. He did some research. It was the equivalent of 1,000 posts gets you that virality or that fan base, not quality. Because a lot of times we focus on quality too much that we end up not posting nothing at all because we're like, it's not perfect. It's not this, it's not that, it's not this, it's not that. But it's the fact of like he said, you posting 3, 5, 6, 7 times a day. You might not get 100 views on all of them, but you might get 10 here, 10 here. If you post 7, you get that 70 views total. Or if you post 100, that's 100 views total. So you got to look at it in that way, because he was basically saying it's more quantity over quality. Although if you have quantity and quality, you out of here. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But just stay consistent, bro. In whatever it is you're doing, stay consistent. Stay consistent even when you feel like you don't want to keep going, because it gets like that. It definitely gets like that. This year alone, I wanted to quit music. I had a whole, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And you do have those moments. I was depressed, but in that phase of my life, I made some of the best music that I've ever made because it's deep and it's like, I feel like it connects. I don't know. I feel like it's just coming from a real place.
And tell them the part that they want to hear. Tell them the financial part. You got what?
I got paid.
You got what we're saying. What it was though? It was the biggest check you've got so far.
Yes. Yeah.
Keyword, comma, so far. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and my boy would have quit 2 years ago, even a year after he started or whatever.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Who's to say he'd have got to this point at this? I'm saying at this, because I ain't gonna lie, it's not easy for people to listen to new artists or even go listen to new podcasts.
Yep.
We understand that, but we're doing this out of the love that we have, you know what I'm saying, and the will that we have to change our lives. And
that's a fact.
Man, this is fun, bro. We love entertaining y'all, bro. We appreciate
That's a fact.
y'all, bro.
And we definitely appreciate y'all stopping by every week, sharing, liking, commenting. I mean, it's amazing, but. Yeah, so that was the motivation part of the episode.
Yes.
Y'all stay encouraged to stay motivated. Thank you for staying this long. All right, let's get to it now. Hey, you heard about Jeezy and Jeannie Mai?
Man, all right. I'm gonna say this, and I feel bad, but
okay. Oh, Lord.
Her coochie trash. Her coochie got to be trash.
Why you say that?
Cause brothers, is your second divorce.
No, that ain't got to do nothing with coochie.
A coochie trash, man.
Ain't got to do nothing with coochie.
Jeannie Mai got that my coochie.
No, does.
It's only good to her.
This boy is crazy.
My coochie.
No, man. I from what I heard, some of the reasons why he filed for divorce came out, and some of the reasons was like, I guess their family values were different, right? And it was like, I guess she's really close. Well, Asian families tend to be really close, and her mom moved in with them, and to an extent, I can understand that because she just had a kid, and maybe you need mom to come and help you with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then the brother moved in after a few months later.
Oh.
So that's. I feel like that's kind of like a heavy push away. Now, the question is, why didn't y'all have this conversation before y'all got married? As far as like, what is your family values? What do you expect from my family and your family? Like, I feel like that's me and my wife had that conversation before we got married. You have to know your partner, how close they are with their family, and how would y'all, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So if Ken can't move in, your wife will be cool with that?
I think so, but I think it's because of our relationship. Right?
Right.
It's because if you don't like the brother or if you don't like the sister, then it's not gonna work. But I think she would. I think she would.
Okay. So Ken moved in. Okay, now hypothetically, say you had a sister, right? Now, no, I'm sorry, no. Now say your mama came moved in.
Okay, so we had a scenario that my mama did move in, right? My mama did move in for a little while. Not to get too deep into it, but yeah, she moved in for a little while.
Did they bump heads?
No, they didn't, because they're both very polite. I mean, but obviously, like my brother always says, like, it's hard to have like two women in one house.
Two alpha women, yes.
Because what do you mean awful?
Like no, not alpha. I'm sorry, awful women, alpha women. Two women, two women who take charge. I'm sorry.
Look at my mama, dog. So it's hard to have two women in the household because they both kind of want to be the matriarch. But good thing my mom played her role well, which is she knows like I'm a visitor here. Or I'm not the boss here. Right. So she played her role well. But I still feel like having your mom move in is still kind of kills the vibe in the house, because you have you're used to walking around naked. You're used to doing whatever you want to do, but not mom over here. You can't even be loud when you're doing it.
But Ken's here too.
Yeah, but Ken
don't want to see y'all naked.
That's a fact. But I could tell, hey man, leave.
So you can't tell me, hey man, I need you to go to the movies for like an hour.
I can't tell my mom that. First of all, I don't want my mom to know that I'm about to have sex.
Okay, but you ain't gotta say it. You could just be like, Mom, I need you to go to the movies for an hour.
Come on, that's obvious. Everybody, especially if I say for an hour, Mom, I need to go to the movie. Wow,
I go to the grocery store. You know you don't need no hour.
Boy, you're not. Look, just go walk down the corner and come back. I'm done. I told you 3 minutes. But still, hey man, don't hate the player, hate the game.
But keeping it on Jesus, I can kind of understand that. Like, okay, my mom, your mom moved in. Okay, boom. Now your brother then moved in. Like, boom. Who's next? Your uncle? Who's next? Your sister? Who's next? Like your cousin from the far east side? Like I understand, but like. like I don't know, they rich. Like you can't just buy them a place. Like Jeannie, you're a host of a popular show.
Well, I don't think the show is on no more. But at the same time, I really, like I said, I think with the mama thing for her specifically, I think it's really I want someone here to help me with the baby because they just had the baby.
Right.
Now, like I said, why didn't y'all have this conversation beforehand?
Yeah.
Like if something like this happens, like what are you cool with this? Because in the allegation, not allegations, because nothing bad happened, but in the thing was, I don't like the family values aren't matching up.
Right.
Why don't you talk about that before? Didn't you talk that? Well, wouldn't you talk or do
family.
you?
I know. I agree with you because like for the one thing you want to find out is are you cool with your family, especially if you're a close-knit family. You know, the people who have barbecues and stuff like that. You want to know because I want to know if I go to the family barbecue, are we going to be the people they look at and be like, oh Lord, Shirley done walked through the door. You know what I'm saying? She got a new man. You know what I'm saying? Are we going to be that couple? Or are we going to be one of them couples that everybody's happy to see when we come? You know what I mean?
Right.
Or the one of the couples that don't go to any family functions on either side. Like that's to me, that's horrible. I love going to family functions.
My wife loves it because my wife, the family she grew up in, they're very like family oriented. Like they every Sunday they would have like everybody come to this house after church. We're gonna eat and we're gonna just chill at the house or whatever.
Right.
That's not me. I'm not. That's not me. I don't like it. I'm not against it. But anytime she tells me let's do it, my first response is always like, I don't want to. But I will do it because this is what you want to do.
Right.
But I'm not one for all of that. My uncle is like that too. He loves having gatherings and stuff. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
And not to say I don't love the family. I don't know.
Yeah, but
me.
You're not the one for everybody whose house to come by, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'll go to your crib, that way I can leave, you know what I'm saying, but go back to a peaceful environment.
That's a fact.
Right. So there ain't nothing wrong with that, but you'll still go to family functions, you know what I'm saying, compared to like I don't know how Jeezy looking at it, but Jeezy probably looking at it like, man, mama here, brother here.
Yeah. And then somebody was like, but how big is the house? Because if the house is big, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the house is big, you probably won't see the mom. I feel like that's not the point though.
Oh, see, the thing is,
or Jeezy, you won't run into the brother in the house, but
Jeezy's an entrepreneur too, and he has like rental properties. Like he says it in his interviews, he owns half of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So, or a great chunk of Atlanta. So, like he has space for him if he wants to put him in a different space. So I'm pretty sure it's not a money issue or it's just like they probably just want to, hey, let me live what y'all probably got a chef every night. Let me come over here. You know what I mean?
No, that's tough. And you know what's crazy? Because I remember whenever they first got together. And they had posted a video on Instagram because they were showing a lot of their relationship once they went public.
Right.
When Jeezy was like at I guess her mom's house and the whole family was there and he seemed comfortable. He seemed like he was happy with it. But I feel like
they moved. That was their house.
You know what I'm saying? That was the mom's
now
house.
you're in my house.
Now you're in my house. Yeah, that's a big difference.
You can't hire a nanny. You need your mom every day.
So would you be opposed to her mom moving in with you?
No, I wouldn't be opposed to it at all. I'm one of the people I love when my family's around, whether it's my girl family or my family.
All the time.
Don't get me wrong. Of course, you're gonna want time for yourself and space for yourself. But if it makes my girl happy, nigga, I mean, dude, I'll go in the car and take me a ride if I want to be by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Or I can go to my room because, like you said, most people understand the values of being a guest. You know what I'm saying? They understand that.
That's a great topic.
Yeah.
Do you really feel most people understand that? I feel like most people don't understand that.
Yeah, because, some people might feel just because, like, all right, you're my brother, I'm going to, I don't have to do this and that. My brother, he says my brother, I'm comfortable with him. He doesn't mind. But, people who, like, from out of town that don't really know you, they're going to be upstanding guests from I hope.
I'm saying I hope because I feel like some people just don't boundaries. I don't know. I don't. I feel like it's the coin is more flipped towards they don't know rather than they do know. I feel like they'll come in. I don't know. I don't know.
Talk about it.
I just feel like you know what it is. It's mostly family. That I feel like it's worse with that, and for the same reason you made because. They know you, so they feel like they can get away with it, or they're cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that be the part where it's like No. And no. And
What's up?
if you tell me you're going to stay for 2 weeks,
you better start moving out. Start moving out day 7.
I'm gonna keep on day 13. You better be telling me, hey, B, I'm out tomorrow. Don't tell me you gonna move out on day 14 and then on day 12 be like, I need another week. Or be like another, because I feel like you already know you need another week before you tell me you need 2 weeks. But you didn't tell me you needed 3 weeks because 3 weeks might seem too crazy. So you said, let me get 2 weeks. And then when that second week come in, I'm gonna be like, let me get the extra week. I don't like that.
And when the extra week come in, hey, I need another month.
I don't let that switcheroo. I don't let the switcheroo. Now, I've always been the person in my family that people usually come to ask for help because I'm more compassionate. Although I'm not very like I said, too much for like group gatherings and stuff.
Right.
Like I'm cool at it. I do it, but I'm not. That's not my thing.
More of an introvert.
Yes, very much so. Whenever families getting any type of situation, financially or if they need a space or whatever, and they always come to me and they ask because they know I'm,
Right.
Side note, I've always prayed to God to be that person though. I remember specifically working at a security job in New Orleans. I remember sitting in the car and praying to God saying, Lord, I want you to bless me enough to where whenever anybody in my family needs, I can always be the one to give. When I made that prayer, I understand what kind of burden that would be.
Yeah.
But I'm also glad and blessed and fortunate enough that every time someone has asked me, for the most part, I give.
And because you have it.
Because I have it.
Right.
I'm not
giving. He's not giving because he don't.
I'm not giving you if I don't have.
He don't give you. He ain't gonna give you the last. But look, I'm gonna give you something.
Unless you my mom, like somebody, my aunt that raised me, my brother. Unless you that person. But other than that, but like I've always prayed. So now looking back at it 10 years later, it's like, yeah, God came through.
Yeah.
And
still,
I'm about to say, we just getting started.
We just only here.
What? We about to.
To me, that's the exciting part. Like, just thinking about the whole journey. Like, we're only here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but going back to that, I was joking about the whole coochie thing. I don't know how good a coochie is, but Asian families they are usually tight, right?
They're very close from what I've seen.
Yeah,
they are very close. That's why, because I knew this girl, but she was Vietnamese. Well, that's Asian. She it was a bunch of them living in the house, but they do that as a thing to help each other. Let's just say example like 5 or 10. Please don't crucify me. I know this specific person that did this. So don't, please. They moved from Vietnam. No, it's not being racist. I think it's smart because Haitians do this too.
Right. And Hispanics.
And Hispanics. They call it I forgot what the word is.
Stacked living. Now just blow up.
No, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's good or bad. So I'm not agreeing to that at all. But they do it where it's like everybody in the house puts a certain amount of money every month, right? And then in 6 months or up to a year, one person from the house gets all of that money to like invest in their business or get their own house and stuff like that. Right. So they all do that till all of them can get on their feet. And then they bring another 10 or another 5 from the other country.
Damn, that's fire.
That's fire. So that's how they help each other. So Asian families do that too. That's why you see a lot of restaurants. But this specific girl, she worked as a Chinese restaurant. They did a lot of chicken. And she would work like 16, 18 hours a day. They all lived, it was all of them living in that one spot. Right. And then eventually she went to college, obviously, but it was all paid for. Like they don't believe in debt. It's like we rather live together, save up this money, and then invest it in you. Once you start making it, you bring it back, and then we all help each other that way. Right. That's genius. Yeah. That's smart to me.
That is smart as hell. That is smart as hell. Let me ask you this. I know I'm the funny guy on this podcast, right? Now,
no, he's the
in
wild
Honduras, right? Was y'all stacked like Pringles in that bad boy?
Blessed enough? No. We had
Boston.
No, because it's always just been me, my brother, and my aunt. So it's just always been us 3.
Okay, so y'all kind of beat the stereotype of Hispanics stacking in cars, and so y'all went 10 deep in the
cars.
Honda. Y'all were 10 deep in the Honda Civic.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's a Hispanic thing. Because be real, whenever you was younger, and it was all of y'all brothers and all y'all sisters, because that's how it was, the cousins. When all of us got together and we all wanted to go to, let's say Burger King was popping back in the day. Remember Burger King? Remember the old Burger King when they had the
next to the school?
No. I'm talking about in general. Whenever you were younger, they had the old Burger King had the where you could play. They had the playhouse. Man, that old Burger King used to be fire. They don't have that no more. But anyway, whenever we all wanted to go to Burger King, we would all jump in the car. We would all. It was about 10 of us. It was all kids though. I mean, I feel like everybody did that at one point when you're young. When all the kids jump in the car.
Probably jump in the back of the truck to go play football or basketball or something. You know what I'm saying?
But either way,
I'm talking about like they all going to work. All right, Pedro.
Nah. We ain't
you get out at Home Depot. No. Come on, Tiana. The rest of y'all going to this Walmart. I pick y'all up at 3, 5, and 7.
That never happened to me. No, we ain't never did that.
Oh yeah,
we never did that.
I see one time, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I see one time. Shout out to I got a Honduran partner. Shout out to Seuss, but man, I seen Seuss' uncle in a little two-door truck. You know what I'm saying? He had about 30 people in the back and 50 people in the inside the truck, and three in the hood. Yeah.
What I have witnessed is like a regular bike, the mountain bike, right? You got one in the front, one on the back, one sitting right here, and one on the pedal right here. I've seen that in Honduras. Bunch of us.
Yeah, it get real. It get real. But man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, baby.
Shout out to everybody out there.
Plus, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever you young and you a kid, man, you just out here. You just trying to
get where you going.
That's it, bro. I don't even care. Hey, man,
you fly Spirit as a kid, as an adult. I'm gonna put an extra for Delta.
I ain't mad at Spirit, dog.
I'm mad at Spirit, bro.
No, I ain't mad at bro. I be flying Spirit. The only thing I don't like about Spirit is whenever I don't pay for that front seat. Whenever I just let them pick my seat and they put me in the back, I don't like it because them seats in the back is uncomfortable. And then that's where all the bad kids be. Last flight I was on, man, that little kid was kicking my chair the whole time.
For real?
The mom was trying to was trying to hold the baby back, but he was just crying. I don't know, maybe his ears was popping.
Yeah,
maybe, so. I don't know, but like I was like, this is ridiculous.
That's not flying Spirit.
Man,
there ain't no TVs on Spirit.
Man, bring your phone. Bring your.
I could go on Delta, right? Delta gonna give me some headphones, some complimentary headphones.
Oh Lord.
Bleep, bleep. I got multiple movies.
Them headphones don't even work on that. Your ears still be hurting.
Hey, but you know what? I can watch a movie. For a flight that might be 4 hours compared to Spirit, I'm in there like this.
So
trying to keep my phone battery on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I pay the extra. Like I'm gonna pay the extra. Spirit. I pray that y'all, Spirit, Delta, whatever one, United, whichever one of y'all, JetBlue decides to sponsor the pod, like it's gonna be appreciated. But I'm telling you right now,
that's fact.
Spirit, if you sponsor the pod, I'm just letting you know right now, when you do, I'm flying Delta. I'm flying.
Well, that sponsorship went out the window right there. As quick as it came in, it went right back out.
Right back out.
Bro, I ain't mad at Spirit, dog. Spirit, I flew whenever I was dating my wife, because we did long distance. When I would go travel to see her, I would fly Spirit. I didn't see a problem with it.
You paying for the bags. You paying for everything on that bag, boy.
Was I bringing the bag? Yeah, I was bringing. No, I was bringing like a personal, like a book bag. I was just going for the weekend.
Man, I can't do Spirit, bro.
I ain't mad at Spirit, bro.
So when we travel, we start doing like live pods and stuff like that. Or when you start doing shows, look, you bring me on just to be a roadie or whatever you need me to put mics on the stage. I don't care. I'll do it. Just don't let me fly Spirit, bro. I'd ride in the damn tour bus. Like, just don't let me fly Spirit, bro.
Hey, just for that, Ty gonna be the only one flying Spirit.
Everybody will be first class.
We'll meet you over there, Ty. See you.
Everybody private. I'm on Spirit. It'll be a whole prank. Yeah, Mr. Hills. He'll fly his own Spirit. Hold on, wait a minute. I thought he was flying private. I got weed in the bag.
He ain't make it. What Ty? He ain't make it. He ain't make it.
Driver, where you going? This is the regular interest. I thought we was flying private. Yeah,
no,
Mr. D.H.E. got you set. What? Wait a minute. I'm blowing this shit. Hey,
man.
Hey, yeah, we on a private type.
Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer.
I get all kind of mosquito bites. I'm mad.
It's not that bad. Spirit's not bad. It's not
I had to pay for my bags. I didn't have a bag. I didn't got no entertainment. My neck hurt. The seats don't go back. You know what I'm saying? I'm already long, so my leg. Oh,
that's why you gotta get the front seat. You gotta get that first class.
That's why you fly
Spirit.
You fly Delta.
I will say Delta is better. American is pretty good too.
American's
Only bad thing about American they always cancel they bro. They be
Yeah,
they
they'll
be
cancel the hell out
cancel their flight and changing their flight so many times. It's
Yeah.
aggravating. When we went to Atlanta, that they changed it. We were supposed to leave at 9, and they moved it to 9:45, then 10, then 10:30. Then we left Atlanta at 11. Dog, I was
Damn,
like,
I'd have
this
been
is
so pissed,
crazy, dog.
I
And
hate
then
layovers too.
a girl was flying Southwest. Have you flown South? I've never flown Southwest, but they say it's pretty good.
I've flown United, Delta, and Spirit.
Oh.
That's the only ones I really flown every time I went up.
The only reason I wouldn't
Flown private one time.
Oh wow.
No, it was college.
Oh okay.
Yeah,
okay.
college.
Okay.
Still, college. They did that.
It was I've never done Southwest. My only fear about Southwest is they say you don't buy your seat. Like whoever gets on first, you get to pick your seat.
Oh no, I'm not.
Because I don't know.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, because I'm trying to get where the hell I'm going. I don't want to beef with somebody over a seat.
Over a seat,
and
bro.
we all bought a ticket.
Yeah, come on, man. Just give me the seat and let me go. Because I don't like that.
No.
So, but anyway, we was the same flight. I was waiting for American.
Mm-hmm.
We was sitting, and then the Southwest flight took off, right? And then this girl came running, and she was late. Girl started bawling. I mean, I got work in the morning.
Yeah.
I can't make. Can y'all stop? Can y'all stop the plane?
plane.
How we go? How they gonna stop the plane,
It's
man?
taking off, man.
Man, what you want us to call him back? But I gotta go because I got work in the morning. I don't want to lose my job. Well, ma'am, look,
She was using that, damn good and well, your job, you could have called, hey, I'm stuck in there. It'd have been like, all right, we understand. Like, jobs ain't that hard up nowadays.
Well, the thing about it is, depending on your record.
Yeah, she's
Now,
probably.
if you racking them misses,
so she's probably the employee. That's just the reason to get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? You on vacation every weekend and be late on Mondays, huh? I got you.
So now it's like, yeah, man, you might lose that job. Nah, sis was crying. Then the lady said, the attendant said, yeah, we don't have it tomorrow morning. I mean, I said, oh Lord, that lady crying some.
Yeah, I'd have been crying my ass. I don't want to stay. It's too expensive to stay in there.
You ain't.
Let me ask you this. 'Cause I know we got more, but you know what? I'll save it.
No, go ahead.
Because it's like, all right. Tyler Perry was on, I forgot the name of the show, but he was on the show and he was saying that women who make a lot of money, right, shouldn't necessarily try to just target guys who have a lot of money.
Okay.
They should try to date for love because you already obtained the financial part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you should so if a guy is a janitor, you know what I'm saying, but he makes let's just say 50, 60, you know what I'm saying? And she's making 150 to 200,000 a year. Like if he, you know what I'm saying, if you like him and he treats you right and he does everything to make sure that, y'all family's intact and that everything goes well for both of y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then why should you care about him making only 50, 60,000? So what's your thoughts on that? Like, should money date for love or should they date for money?
I think realistically, unrealistically speaking, you should date for love. Realistically speaking, ain't nobody dating for love nowadays. Nowadays, I feel it's rare. I ain't gonna not everybody, but it's rare people date for love. I think you should date for love.
Right.
The only thing about the money situation is I feel like just from what I've seen, my experience, usually women don't shoot under from what they make.
Right.
And if they just so happen to do, because I also know the flip side where I knew someone that was dating and she made more money than the guy.
Right.
They kind of like hold it over your head type of thing.
Oh, so she holds it over his head?
Yeah. It's almost like...
That's kind of toxic, don't you think?
It's very toxic. But then there's going to be women that say men do that to them.
Yeah.
Where if he's the bread maker, he comes home and he said, well, I make the money and you know what I'm saying? Because that in a way is kind of demeaning as well.
Right. To me, that's the only thing that'll make me just start being like, I make more money than you. I make more money than you. I then just throw it in her face. You know what I'm saying? The fact that if you just keep complaining to me about not having, you know what I'm saying? When it's like Hustler Music by Lil Wayne, we eating. So why you tripping?
Yeah.
I'm taking these chances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, I'm the one out here doing what I got to do. What are you complaining for? You know what I'm saying? Baby, I need something to do. Well, go do something.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of thing that make me say, well, I make too much money for you to be da-da-da-da. But other than that, like, I don't see the point of even throwing that in somebody's face.
Yeah, I don't see the point of that either.
Well, I'm sorry. There's toxic situations,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So there's people who will, like I said, they know they don't make the majority of the money, but they may feel like, well, I'm doing all the work around the house. Which
That's their value, though.
Yeah.
That's their value. That's what they're bringing to the relationship. Right. I ain't mad at that.
So let me ask you. So do people have? So is it not really a money thing? Is it more of people have a problem with playing their roles, even if it's a man?
I think it depends on the person, but yeah, I feel like that.
Good question, because think about it. Michael Jordan's a great player, right? But he started winning championships for real until Scotty got on the team.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? He was already scoring, doing great things, scoring, but he didn't start winning championships until Scotty got on the team. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, with that is, you didn't start winning until, you know what I'm saying? You was doing your thing, shorty, but you didn't start winning and getting all this global fame until you got with me. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? So so do people have a problem? Like Pippen played his role.
Right.
You know what I mean? He didn't say, you know what I mean?
For a team to succeed, everybody has to play their role. And in times in life, there is ups and downs. So sometimes your role might be the breadwinner, right? And your role might be the house taker, and it might just switch. Sometimes she might be making the more money, but that goes into a different subject as far as like picking the right partner.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you pick the right partner, you already know, I'm not throwing it in your face, not throwing it in my face. Right now, you make more money than me, and I'm gonna take care of the kids in the house.
Right.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna be making more money than you, and you should be okay with taking care of the kids in the house. Like, so that's picking a good partner. But back to your thing with Tyler Perry, as far as like, women should date for love. I think so, but I just think that society nowadays, today's society, is too material based. They are too like, what's on the gram? What can I show people that I have? Right. And I feel like I haven't seen too many women. Not that they aren't out there, but I haven't seen too many women bragging on their husband. If even only person I've seen done this a lot is Tabitha Brown.
Oh, shout out to Miss Brown. Oh,
Tabitha Brown, and she always says it like her husband held her down, right? And that's what I'm saying, is picking the right partner,
right? Miss Pat too. Shout out to Miss Pat.
Miss Pat too.
Yeah,
her husband held her down. Right, they held them down while they were trying to figure out their career. Right. Once Tabitha Brown career took off, she was like, "Baby, retire. I got us now." Right. And it's not like once he retired, it doesn't become, she said, it doesn't become, oh, it's my money and I'm taking care of you. No, it's our money. Right. Because whenever he was doing all the work, it was never his money. It was our money. Right. So that whole thing goes back to picking the right partner. But like I said, in today's society, I don't see it happening simply because women, and if it does happen, you have to date like an older woman with a different kind of mentality. A lot of the younger girls nowadays aren't thinking about, right, they really ain't thinking about relationships or marriage. They aren't. They ain't thinking about like settling down. They trying to live their best life. Respect, travel, which is the beauty. I ain't never stopping that, because you could travel with them.
You could travel with a partner, right? But they rather go by themselves. It's cheaper. I get you, but
I don't know that. But all I know that they,
No, I agree with you. The right person, and knowing your roles is important. But the right person in your corner, yes, like, it's going to push you to go to different boundaries. You know what I'm saying? It's going to push your boundaries to different limits. I'm going to say that. Because, you know what I'm saying, first you were here, and now you like, oh, I done made it here. Now, let me push it a little bit. Because she's on your back. She's like, you can go a little further. I believe in you more than what you see in yourself. And okay, you push the wall back a little bit more. Now your boundaries are moving. Yeah. You're pushing the goalposts further and further. And like, I love that, bro. I love that.
I whenever I blow up and I go on an interview or I go whatever, whenever they ask me this, I'm going to always give credit, God first, and credit next to my wife. Because whenever I met my wife, I wasn't doing music. I had stopped doing music. I had focused on different things. I had stopped, but she kept pushing. She kept saying, "Babe, you're good. You should do this. You should this. If it wasn't for her, it wouldn't be none of this today." Right. That is 100% factual. If it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today, music-wise. I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have met you. Like, so many things have happened because of music that if I wouldn't have met her, I wouldn't have been doing this.
That's what I'm talking about, Brian Harvey.
Let me ask you this. Having a partner, dog.
Even if the label says so, all right. Remember when Montel Jordan came out?
I'm not really.
Montel Jordan was married when he first came out, right? Or he was in a relationship or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he was married, but his label made him appear single so he could sell more records. So if the label came to you and be like,
Different times.
I love that you're married, bro, but statistics showing that if I can market you as a single man, we can make double the money. What you saying?
No.
Okay.
It's different times. He came out in the 90s?
Yeah, he came in the 90s.
Different
this
times.
Is how we do it.
Different times, bro. Back then, labels had developing artist packages. I don't know what it's called, but they used to develop artists,
right?
Nowadays, I've been doing this on my own for So whenever the label does come to me, we come in as partners. You can't tell me what to do because I've done this saying the whole 4 or 5 years that I'm married. I'm not about to switch that up for you.
Would you? All right, Max, it is. So my thing is, how would you hide it? That's my thing. Like you can't. How would you hide something like that? You've been doing this for 4 years, and then would you go delete your wife's pictures off your social media?
Oh, you mean like if I was to agree with it?
Yeah, like that'd be hard nowadays.
Yes and no. I would say it's not hard. It wouldn't be hard because it's a label and they have billions of money and they know everybody and everybody. They're connected.
Yeah.
So if they want to make you appear single, they just got to push a button. They know everybody, bro.
Yeah.
They probably know the head of Instagram. Hey, man, delete every picture of his wife now. Do this, do that, do that.
Delete her music. Instagram.
They might be like, go to every song that he's ever put out, and if he's talking about some wife, take it off. Or change the word. Like, they got the money to do it.
Yeah, they can flip it. They can record that bit.
No, I ain't gonna make me do nothing. But they could.
They'd be like, I don't mind. It's not getting released. Take it off of YouTube.
Yeah, there you go. But that's
a great song.
Yeah.
Why?
So they can, but nah, bro. I wouldn't because there's no way you can tell me as an independent artist, I feel like the only way I would take a label deal, and obviously, like I say, you have to be self-aware enough to know when you have to pivot. So I'm just saying this as of today. The only way I would take a deal from a label would be if they agree, if we came to terms on the agreement. You know what I'm saying? Like if we came, obviously, but if we came to like beneficial for both the parties, not just one party. Because I feel like a lot of artists nowadays mess up whenever they get one viral song, they take off,
right?
They sign to a label for a big check, and then they can't replicate that success,
right?
And now they're blaming the label and saying, it's the label fault. I haven't dropped any hits in the past 4 years.
Okay.
And now everything kind of goes downhill.
I see like Silento.
Talent, Designer.
Yeah. Could you call Designer a one-hit wonder?
Yes.
Because after the double XL, see, this is my debate to it.
Timmy Turner was a good song, but it wasn't no smash, man.
It was a clip. It wouldn't really, the song itself you wouldn't really listen to on your own, but the clip you'll listen to. Like you go watch the double XL.
It's like a TikTok.
Yeah, you go watch that. But like other than I like that though. The Timmy. Yeah. Okay, one hit wonder. Okay, you can say that.
It's a bunch of artists like that, but it's like because you rush into you have nothing to. And I follow. I'm a big Russ fan. He's a white rapper, but he's an extreme. I like him.
Smart businessman.
Smart. Oh, you know him?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Lose control. Huh?
Yes, sir. So it's like he talks about this all the time, bro. It's like if you have leverage, why would you give all of that up for a check when you can with your leverage you can make that check plus more. So don't give it up because then, like I said, the label only wants to benefit off of that one hit, and if you can't replicate, not every.
What if the label use some of those billions of dollars to blackball you? Like what if they try to Gilly the Kid you?
You think Gilly the Kid was blackballed?
Man, I remember Gilly being with Cash Money at some point, and I remember him being around, like just seeing him for like I guess videos for random stuff, but I've never heard a Gilly the Kid song until like when Gilly got on $1 Million Worth of Game and him and Drama was on there and he dropped that diss track that he had to Lil Wayne. Remember when Wayne was like, you don't want to run with Gilly the Squig. You know what I'm saying? That stuff.
Yeah,
when Wayne said that, Gilly had a diss track that they played and it was phenomenal. And I know if we'd have heard that track at that time, I probably wouldn't look at Lil Wayne the way I look at Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying, as the greatest rapper of all time. You know what I mean?
Is that blackballed? What, like, did he try to put it out and they
I'm
stopped
pretty-
him, or did he
yeah,
talk to him and they said, man, you should just don't do it because he's big, whatever?
No, basically, all right. So Cash Money was big at the time.
Yes.
Gilly was Gilly at the time, but he wasn't as big as Cash Money.
Right.
So according to them with Drama, y'all can go back and look at the episode with DJ Drama. They told Cash Money basically told I think Wayne told Drama, if you put that out, you ain't working with me no more, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And like, think about it, Wayne was the hottest thing out. I'm saying like, yo, hey Gilly, I'm sorry, but this not making it out. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not blackballed though.
You know what I mean? But like, think about
if he would have put it out, that would have been blackballed.
But then the music, I'm saying, but think about it, anything you put out, they're suppressing it. You feel what I'm saying? It's not reaching the masses because you might give them you independent, you might give them 1,000, you might get a DJ or the disc jockey 1,000 for the record. I might go behind them and give them 5 not to play.
Not to play it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But that to that point, it can be blackballed. Yeah. But
all right, so I'm the label. Purely talk / Rooted Records. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to you, right? All right, let me tell you what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I want your IP.
That conversation's over. No.
I need your IP.
You ain't getting it.
I need
my masters. You ain't getting it.
I need your. No, you can keep your masters.
Okay.
But I want your.
No, you ain't getting my publishing.
See,
that's where the money at. Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm saying. I can put you in movies. You can have the residuals. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it. Let me just be able to license it.
Publishing is where the money. That's a moment of clarity. That's where I made most of my money this year off of licensing deals.
Talk to these young artists out here and how important publishing is.
Hey man, publishing is like I said, I've been doing music for 4 years, and in the 4 years, to be completely transparent, through streams alone, I've made maybe $200 and something dollars. It might be a little bit more, like $300, $400.
That's still good.
That's not good for no 4 years, my boy. That's $100 a year. That's not good at all. For all of the money that I spent, not good at all.
There's some people who've been putting out a song for 6 years and they ain't accumulated $1.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put it in perspective. Go ahead.
Yeah. But through licensing, I'm not going to be exact, but it's in the double digits.
Ooh,
double
that's
digits.
Sweet.
Like in the...
That's sweet.
Tens of, Yeah, it's like, bro, and through licensing, because my song got licensed by ESPN.
Wow.
Bose Sound System, Overtime, right. They're a social media.
I know you talking
Overtime. Yeah. Okay, Overtime. It was one more, the WNBA and the NBA. But the NBA didn't pay me. That was a free promotion. But yeah.
But still, like,
as I'm saying, as I'm saying, like, through licensing, that's where I got most of my money. And that is insane because I never expected that. So basically, as an artist, make sure you're submitting your songs to licensing companies, to what are they called? Sync libraries.
There we go.
Search up sync libraries on Google, and a bunch of them will pop up, right? And then you just go pick whichever one you want to pick. Go submit your songs. I think you have to pay a fee to submit your songs, and you have to pay a fee to like the library, obviously. Submit it and make sure you make songs consistent with feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, that make people feel, even if you ain't saying too much. If the beat makes people feel, like one of my songs, Celebration, it's about, the title says Celebration. So like the NBA played it during the playoff time because it makes sense during playoffs. If you win, it's a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like make sure you make songs with themes in mind, because that's what they look at. They look at the title and they look at the content. Try not to curse in your music. I don't curse in none of my music because that's what they get. That's what they like also. No cursing and
no degrading of women.
None of that. No gun violence. None of that, bro. Most of y'all ain't really living like that anyway, so I don't know why y'all be talking like y'all do. But it is what it is. To each his own. I'm just saying, like, publishing, I'm never giving that up.
Free game.
I'm
For
never
all my
giving
young
that
artists out there, you rapping, you singing, whatever you doing, country music, I don't care. Free game. You know what I'm saying? License your music.
Make sure you copyright. So make sure you sign up with a BMI, ASCAP, or the other one. Make sure, man, go through the right routes.
Well, let's get back to this purely talk / Rooted Records, right? Because we can negotiate publishing, we can negotiate IP, we can negotiate masters, right? We can negotiate. You can keep the
No.
show money, but we can negotiate.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Merch.
Show money is good.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, other artists say show money is good, but it's not. It keeps you consistently working. The smart man makes the money work for you. You're not working for the money.
You've been reading some.
So if I'm the investment, why am I working? Right. I'm making. If it's a show money, I gotta go work every night. I gotta go on tour. That's why you see these big artists, Drake or Beyonce or Taylor Swift or big artists. You know, those are big names. One of ones, obviously. But
I love you, Taylor.
They only go on tour every 4 years or every 3 years or something crazy because they don't need to go on tour.
Right.
Because they publishing is crazy. They masters is crazy. They getting money. That's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't need to stop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't need to keep working. They can stop and make this money.
Right.
But if you got your if you got to do the show money, man, I got to be on tour every year. I ain't trying to do that. Once again, this is the Purely Talk podcast, and this is my guy
_T Hills on Instagram.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
We out. Look, I ain't cut a beat up on y'all.